Welcome back to Ultimate Alchemy, and I'm up for the next rune. This just requires a mushroom. Sorry, that is loud. Unfortunately, it's independent from my actual volume controls. I can't really do much about it. And then we're on to the final rune, Rune of Fire. Or at least for this part of things. Rune of Fire. We're going to need nether wart for that. We need gunpowder, nether brick, mana steel, and mana powder. So some of that will be fine. Gunpowder is just fire charges in... is it in a pulverizer? Yeah, it must be in a pulverizer. The others are fairly straightforward. Mana powder we've already got last episode, of course, so we can put you on, and another piece of mana steel. That just leaves nether wart. Nether wart's a bit of a weird one. It basically says you need to use red mushrooms, but as far as I can tell, there's no red mushroom recipe. You can use regular mushrooms. It's just not going to work. So to do this another way, we can cast nether meat onto seeds. Nether meat, in return, by comparison, is made from netherrack in a fermenter, but we've already got this going. It's going from protein soup into nether meat. So all we need to do is just turn off, I think, turn off this input here. There we go. It's got mushroom stew, but we're actually more interested in this one. We want to basically put netherrack in here, don't we? Is it netherrack? Where are we? Casting. It says netherrack. Along with some sort of fertilizer. But is it only specific kinds of netherrack? Is it only ones that are chiseled? Because it didn't seem to accept. No, it's not going to accept you. We've got protein soup on one side, and we should be fine. Let's try chiseling then, just in case that is an issue. So chisel. Let's grab you. And if I get some netherrack. Raw guts was one of them. Let's get that one. Will you work? Yes, you will. Okay, slightly odd, but it is actually working. And we're going to get, there's one bucket, and we're going to carry on getting more of that stuff. Now, we should be able to use our smeltery to cast that. Is there anything in there right now? No, there isn't. We could use this setup, I suppose. Let's just grab seeds. It might be a bit of a waste because it might be entirely too fast, but we can use this to feed seeds in at the same time as the liquid, and the liquid is just going to be the this nether meat. And we could then export it, I guess, into a tank or something to transport it, but, you know, to be honest, we're not going to need very much of this, so let's just get a bucket. Craft me one. Yep. And I'm just going to put it straight in to the smeltery. Yep, we got some. So if I just turn this on. Has that gone through? Oh, hang on. You can't use this setup. Yeah, I know why. It needs to be on a casting table, not a casting basin. Which is okay too. We've got one of those. That's got something in it. This one doesn't have, so let's just turn you on. And there it goes. It's probably done straight away. And that will have gone straight into our system. So we wanted nether wart. And we've got some nether wart. Okay. So let's pop over here again. And is that it? Looks like it. It's going to make the Rune of Fire. And then we'll just pop this on top. There we go. You can see our buffer tank is full. So it really will go as fast as it can do. It's going pretty fast, but we can get the Elven mana spreaders at some point in the future. And the same thing on this side. We've got a full crafting tank, a full crafting pool. And this one is filling up behind it. So I'm quite happy with this setup. It's working very well. And we just need to change you over. Oh, don't want to go over the edge. Oh, okay. Right. So back to these then. So we've got the runes of mana. And then we can look at crafting stuff. So we need all of this stuff to make a terrestrial agglomeration plate. Harder to say than anything else. So we just need lapis blocks, and that shouldn't be terrible to make anyway. Let's just, in fact, we can probably dump a lot of these stuff into the system because it doesn't require specific crafting. Let's put you all away, I think. Yep. So, terrestrial agglomeration plate, we need lapis. Do I have any lapis? No, I've got 30. That should be enough for 3 blocks. But we're going to need more of it anyway. Excuse me. We're going to need more of it anyway because, there we go. Because essentially we need to put a crosshatch pattern underneath this thing. So we're going to need some more living rock. That's straightforward. But lapis as well. So what can we convert into lapis? Ink sacks. Why don't we just do that? In fact, we can probably just go through, let's get rid of you. Go through charcoal. And we can just get a stack of those. Put them back through. Get ourselves a stack of ink sacks. And I should still have that little lens of colour. And lapis is not actually very far into this at all, I don't think. So let's back off a second and hit it a few times. Red, green, brown, blue, blue. Okay. Got lapis. Turn it into block form. And that should be fine. Then we're also going to need the living rock, so I'm going to need to go and grab more of that. I think I've already put some on to be converted. Yep, there's some over here. So we just need 5 living rock, I want to say. So 3. That should do. And then we've got to decide where this goes. Now, you have to be, you have to have this somewhat uninterrupted when it actually starts working. So we're going to want a spot that doesn't have anything else at the moment. Why don't we just put it over here? Yeah, I'm going to put it into the ground itself. So let's just put you there. And I think, if I remember rightly, the living rock is the middle bit. And then I want to say it's like this with all living rock. So like that. And then it's going to be like this way. And lapis blocks. Quite a nice pattern anyway, regardless. But terrestrial agglomeration plate on the top, and that should give us Terra Steel once we have a source of mana for it. So we're going to need to rig up some sort of mana to get to here. And it usually does recommend sparks for that kind of thing. Let's have a look through the book. So I can never remember what the range of sparks are, but we can, or should be able to make them fairly straightforward. Let's just grab a regular version and let's see if this actually will work. Got 2 of them. And then we'd want 1 onto our terrestrial agglomeration plates, presumably. Yep, there's 1. And this might be too far away, but we can always, I guess, send another batch of this going. Doesn't give me any indication as to whether it's going to work or not. The other thing I'm going to make sure I do is get some glass of some kind. Doesn't matter what type, but since we've got this stuff that actually has seamless textures, I tend to want to go for that. Mainly because the stuff you want to drop into this thing, you don't want to actually interrupt by taking it away from it. So basically you don't want to accidentally pick it up. If you do, that can be a bit problematic. It basically causes you to reset the entire process. And if you're using a lot of mana to do this, it helps if you've got, yeah, that not happening. Okay, that should do. That's my usual sort of approach for that kind of thing. I don't think that's going to be enough room. So why don't we get another mana pool and let's just see if that's the case. Let's get another spark as well if we can. Okay, and a pool. Okay, and another spreader maybe. Hopefully. Yep. Okay. So let's put a pool down. And let's put it, I don't know, here for argument's sake. We can put a spark over top of it. And then we should be able to send a mana pulse all the way from over here. This is going to, is it in line of sight? I would have thought so. Let's put it down here. And then we need to use the wand in the other mode, I think. Unless I can bind it. I remember function mode. Okay, it's just shift right click on both blocks from the, the source to the destination. And why are you going up? Did I mistakenly? Oh, I did. I'll move this one as well. Let's just bind you back to here. There we go. That helps. So they're both feeding from this buffer. This one is now pointing over there. And that should be connected onto the inside, which means we then just need Terra Steel. So let's just go back to here. Terra Steel? Terra Steel? Terra Steel. And I'm just going to hold down Control, and it should take me to the right page. That's one way to get to it. So here we go. 1 mana steel ingot, 1 mana diamond, and 1 mana pearl, and that'll begin it. Okay. I think we've got all of those. So mana pearl, mana diamond, and mana steel we can just get from one of you. Okay, now the thing here is if I don't have enough mana coming through, it may have a problem. And it's taking a little bit while to get from over there to over here. So at some point we're probably going to have to create a new setup just to get lots of mana into here. But just to demonstrate, because I can replace all this if need be. 1, 2, 3. And there it goes. But yeah, it's already used all the mana. So that could be going for some time. It shouldn't despawn, but we'll see how long it actually takes regardless. And we should be coming back to some Terra Steel. And Terra Steel happens to be quite useful for lots of other things. There we go. With the help of this mana tablet that I used to bring mana from over there, a full mana tablet of that, and even then there's only a little bit left, we've now got Terra Steel itself. We can, of course, grab that from with other means than doing this, including means through Botania. There is a flower that picks objects up, but we don't have to worry about that too much because we want Terra Steel nuggets, not Terra Steel ingots, and the nuggets are then used to make, is it balance? Yes, there we go. So Rune of Balance, we need all these bits and pieces, but we have that already. There we go. Oh, we just need some bit more living rock, but that's straightforward. And then we're going to need to, right, let's just get the living rock here. Yeah. We're going to need to build the Elven Gateway. And do I remember how to actually do it? It's a specific arrangement of stuff, and it will be in the Lexica Botania. It's the Gateway Core. So yeah, we're going to need living wood, Terra Steel nuggets, and that will make up the Gateway Core. So let's just make this balance first of all. There we go. So runes of balance, we've got those. And then we want the Gateway Core. We got that. And then the rest of it is going to need me to look it up. Where are we now? I need to go back. And Gateway. I've been asked if I could switch at this level, but it doesn't seem like I can. I want to say Alfheim. There we go. So 8 living wood blocks, 3 glimmering living wood blocks, 1 Elven Gateway Core, and at least 2 mana pools and 2 Natura Pylons. Okay, so that's the core. We're going to need 2 of those, so I need 6 Terra Steel nuggets. I get the feeling I'm going to need to make more Terra Steel. The mana pylon and Eye of Ender, let's just go there. That's straightforward. It's nice. Whoops, back. And yeah, glimmering living wood blocks on each of the sides, and the Gateway Core is at the bottom. So I'm going to need to make some more of that. And at least 2 Natura Pylons with mana pools directly below must be laid out in an 11 by 11 area around the core. And that's fine. Okay, so I think what we can do is set up 2 levels. The upper level will have the portal on it. The lower level will have the mana generation, and we'll send it straight upwards through, well, not through the floor, but through a hole in the floor into the upper mana pools. And that should help. Okay, so let me set that up, I think. Do I have enough living wood? Let's have a look. Living wood. Living. Oh, I have quite a bit. What's glimmering? It's just with glowstone. We just need 3 of those. So I've got the core. I've got these, and it's like 2 per side, isn't it? So I need 8 more. Good, I've got 8. And we've got to lay it out somewhere. I guess I'm just going to put it over here. At least that'd be nice to have it sort of here. Leave a little bit of room behind it because we're going to need to throw stuff through it. And let's put gateway core down. In fact, should we put it in the floor? And let's put it one above the floor. Okay, so there's the core. And living wood blocks, I assume it will take those. And we'll just put the core, well, the cores of this side. And then we're on to the glimmering kind. 1, 2, it's got its own light source, very nice. And then we just need a little bit more stone just to outline the thing. 1, 2, and then 3. Right, so I'm going to need some mana pools now. That's going to need some more living rock. Otherwise, we should be done here. There we go. 1, 2. And what I think I'm going to do is create this setup again, but underneath, instead of having the pools here like the buffers, have these buffers going straight upwards, if we can. Which would mean, I guess I could point this upwards into the first buffer and then another one on top going straight up into the second one. That's a possibility, or just have it going straight up. If we're going to go straight up, it's going to need to be, so this is the center of the portal. There's the edge of the portal, and then we got 1, 2, 3, and it would go up. So it's going to be 3 up from the edge of the portal. 1, 2, 3, something like here. That sort of thing, and the same on this side. Anyway, I'll put some stuff out, and we'll come back once that's running, I think. All right, here we go. We had enough for 1 Natura pylon and 2 from that single ingot. We've got 1 tiny nugget left, so if I need any more, then, well, we're going to have to make more of it. I've started these mana pools basically up. I need to make more of the Ender Flames, but that's 1. That's 2. And I'm just going to go and be prudent and put a wall behind here. And get my builder's wand. There we go. Maybe we should just put in some glowstone. Just give it a nice light source out here. Shouldn't matter if we put it in the corners. I don't think. There we go. So we've got the basis of the Elven portal going, and if you just have a look below here, I haven't got many ender flames, but you get the idea. It's exactly the same as before, except now they're pointing up instead of pointing along the ground. I've only got a couple of ender flames going. So I'm not sure how much this takes to actually open it in the first place and keep it open. So if this does open, great. And I'll want to throw some stuff through straight away. First of all, Runes of Balance and this Lexicon Britannia to get the upgraded version. Not sure if it's going to work, but let's give it a go. And yes, it did. So let's just throw both of those through, and it immediately stopped working. Okay, I'm clearly going to need more Ender Flames. Okay, will this actually start up again, or is it going to use pretty much everything? Well, did that actually upgrade? Is this? No, it doesn't look like it. No. So, yeah. I'm going to get some more mana going, which means I need to make more of these, which means I need to get more of this going. Oh, one tip for this, by the way, I need to make more petals, don't I? One tip for that is that you can right-click with an empty hand, and it will then create more. Where are we here? We need more compost, don't we? And compost is relatively straightforward. It's just wheat, and we've got a wheat farm, so let's just make more compost. And let's ask for a couple of stacks. Why not? Okay, so we're still missing wheat. We probably need to speed that farm up. That's not terribly hard to speed up, but let's just get 1 stack going. And the shortage is actually brown petals now, because I've used quite a lot in making these. I could move, in fact, yeah, let's actually just move these. I'll replace these ones later. And of course, the other way to kickstart it is just to go and grab some mana manually with your mana tablet, and then make sure these are on the sort of mode that takes mana, and hopefully we can drop them in. It'll give a little bit of its mana away, start filling the mana pool, which is exactly what we need. The same thing on the other side. And then hopefully you should be okay. So let's just put this on. Will it form fully? Looks like it is. So there's the upgraded version. And there is our V crystals, of which we've got quite a few. But we're going to need quite a few anyway, because we're going to need Salis Mundus. Salus Mundus. Salus Mundus, if we look at the information tab, take 3 V crystals of different types and combine them with redstone dust by crafting them with a flint and a bowl. Okay, is that not a recipe then? 3 V crystals of different types and combine them with redstone dust by crafting them with a flint and a bowl. Is that just everything in one big crafting grid? Okay. let's try that. Are these V crystals are different types? Let's just get rid of you for a second. Fire. Order. Doesn't matter which ones, I guess. Bowl, which we've got. Flint, which we've got. And what was the last thing? Salus. Salus Mundus. Redstone dust. And we've got lots of that. No, that's not working. Unless it means the crystals that you get by breaking these down. V crystals. V crystals. These versions. Yeah. Air times 1. And for that, you need... Oh, hang on. We're just going to get it in the pulverizer. Fair enough. It's 20% chance, which is fine by me. And just shove them in here. Much better by me. Let's just drop them in. And let's see how many of these it takes. 1. It'd be nice for me to get some of it now. There we go. Salus Mundus. Much easier than that weird description. So we're on a bookshelf. Bookshelf. I think. Again, it's just me going off vague memories here. Bookshelf, Salus Mundus, and no? Am I misremembering? Maybe I am misremembering. How do I get the Thaumonomicon? Thaumonomicon. It has no recipe. Great. Okay, I'm sure it does have a recipe in here. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe it's that just with a book. Let me check. Okay, so remembering how to actually do this was completely wrong. I thought it was fairly straightforward. Basically place down an crystal, or any kind of crystal really, and remine it again, because we're not finding it in the world unlike regular packs. And then apparently you have to sleep in a bed, however, we can only sleep at night. And it will give you then a book, which then you'll be able to use the Salus Mundus on a bookshelf. Okay, so I'll need to wait for night again, and I don't have any way of immediately switching it from day to night other than cheating. I'm not going to do that, especially not in this pack. And are you all keeping up with the supply? It's not too bad. And I guess we can go and make other stuff now with the Elven portal, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm going to skip forwards. Probably until it's nighttime again. I'm going to have to do a bit of research through Britannia to see if there's anything else we want to actually cover. Although this is the Elven Guard, or Elven Grade, as I often misread it, which happens to have lots more stuff. So, Resources of Alfheim, etc., Ritual of Gaia, the Gaia Garden, and all Guardian, and all the spawns around it are going to be interesting. But yeah, I think I want to get to Thaumcraft before that. So, forward till nighttime. While it's heading towards nighttime, it's not far off now. I want to get towards quartz, and quartz is actually relatively well. It's part of Britannia, so we're going to need to make a alchemical catalyst, I think. We'll need one of these anyway, so we may as well make 2. 2 of you, and do we have everything else? Just the mana pearl. So the pearl is quick to make. Let's go and grab one of those. And it's nearly night time. Let's pop this in one of the pools. You will do. Cool. Did I get another whole stack? I didn't need a whole stack. This doesn't have the same grid, does it? No, it does have a different grid. Okay, let's use this one then. And where's my mana pearl? Wrong thing. Mana pearl, alchemy catalyst. Okay, and this lets us basically transmute one thing into another. We are going to need some more netherrack, I think. I'm going to need to go one space in. That's one block. And that's the block underneath the mana pool, which is the one we want to remove. There we go. And then put the alchemy catalyst underneath. And then you should be able to use that to transmute one thing into another. Speaking of that, I think it's netherrack, which means I'm going to need our setup here again. So this one is only got 6 stone in it. Let's actually improve that because we've got plenty of lava. So let's see how well this system actually works. I didn't put it to the test, but where are we here? That's water. I want the ender tank. What color is it? It's the output tank. The output tank is... That's the exporter, so it's exporter here as well. Yeah, it's red, red, white. So I can just, in fact, I can just borrow one. Yeah, this'll do. Takes a little bit of time to actually break them, but not too much. There we go. One down. And we can put this next to a drain. And here's where we use up quite a lot of our lava, but let's turn that around. And up it goes, or hopefully it should be going up now. That's not being exported anywhere, is it? I wouldn't have thought so. Is it filling up? Yeah, it is filling up. Yeah, buckets and buckets and buckets of lava. Let's turn you back off again. I'm going to need to empty this out. And let's turn you on. All right. There we go. So that's going pretty fast. We could turn these, turn this on as well. That'll make it go faster. And that should go in here where our netherrack is. 10 of. And we should then be able to turn this into nether quartz ore. So let's drop that off. There we go. And once we've got nether quartz ore, we can turn quartz into more quartz. Let's just get that. It's going to be through Britannia, I would have thought. Yeah, it's the other. It's the conjuration catalyst. That'll turn 1 into 2 with some mana, obviously. But that needs elementium and pixie dust. Pixie dust is a mana pearl through the portal. Cool. Elementium is mana steel through the portal. But we can make blocks, I think. So let's just grab a few things. Pearl. I've got some pearls in my inventory. Fair enough. Hopefully these will still convert. Yes, they will. Let's just make 3 of them. And then the steel. Let's just convert half of this mana steel into elementium, I think. There it goes. And throw the mana pearls through as well. And we've got everything we need for the conjuration catalyst, I think. Let's get rid of you. Put you in. And conjuration catalyst. Conjuration. Oh, it's an upgrade from the alchemy catalyst, so we're going to need another one of these if I want both, or I can upgrade the existing one. Why don't we actually make both? So I'm going to need those. Metal living rock. We're upgrading it. I could almost make another one. That's not a problem. Assuming this doesn't fall into the void, which has happened to me before. There we go. We're going to upgrade you. And conjuration catalyst. Oh, I'm still going to need living rock. Ugh. Fine. Fine. Let me just put 4 pieces of rock down and we'll get that finished off. I'm not sure whether it still functions as an alchemy catalyst if you upgrade it, but I don't need to worry about that too much anyway. We'll see what it's like and see how it comes out. 1, 2, 3. Make a bit more. We could completely automate living rock and living wood. It's not too hard to do, but yeah, we don't need that much of it in the pack, and we've got everything we need. So, conjuration catalyst. Then, if I want more, I can just use up mana to convert quartz into more and more quartz. The quartz, on the other hand, and let's go and actually sleep. Quartz, on the other hand, will be used to, well, that's one of the ingredients, so we need to actually get that, and that's now done. You're done. So we then need emeralds, diamonds, podzol, and with skeleton skulls. Podzol is the empowered oil. Yeah, that needs the empowerer, which needs the display stand. Display stand. You need 5 of these, and each one of these takes quartz, essentially. Blocks of quartz through the Atomic Reconstructor. So we're right where we need to be. And we'll go to sleep. And hopefully now, are you going to let me get into Thaumcraft? We've got a book. Okay. I had the strangest dream last night. In the dream, I took 3 of those strange crystals and ground them with a handful of redstone in a bowl using a piece of flint. Yes, we sort of bypassed that a little bit. Took the dust and sprinkled it on a bookcase, but the dream ended before I saw what happened. Dust. Bookcase. Very nice. Thaumanomicon. Used to do that with a wand, but we don't make wands, or at least it's not in this pack. And here we are, Thaumanomicon. We've not yet begun this research. Okay, types of research and knowledge and all kinds of other bits and pieces. So I want an arcane workbench, of course, and then getting into other stuff that we need to get to. Oh, oops, there we go. Types of knowledge, theory crafting. Okay. Current status is 1 of 2. Fair enough. Research table, scribing tools, the usual kind of stuff for Thaumcraft. So we've got into that section of the pack. And then we just need to go and get that living rock. Let's go and pick that back up again. And then we should be able to craft this part. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be enough. And let's go and see if this actually will function as both. If it doesn't, it's no big deal, because we can make the precursor block. Okay, and that, let me just go and grab some more netherrack, and let's just test whether it can actually function. Will you let me transform? No, you're going to double. Okay, that's fine. I'll need to make another one. I just need to make a count of that. And then we can put the nether quartz ore through a pulverizer, I'd imagine. Let's hope I get 2 out, maybe? Won't matter once I get the first piece, of course, because we can duplicate it now. But let's get the first piece. There we go. 3. And normally, well, on the kitchen sink packs, this isn't a kitchen sink pack, but on kitchen sink packs, I will tend to create a setup here to specifically duplicate things. You can do redstone and glowstone and everything else like that. But generally, just take whatever you get and drop it out of your inventory. And you quickly get to a point where you can just Control-Shift-Q and drop entire stacks. And you can just use up as much mana as you think reasonable. It's actually out of mana now. We've got through a full mana pool. To actually duplicate as much nether quartz as you like. But we may not need that level of stuff. Okay, so nether quartz recipes. Are there anything else that's useful other than what we've got? Nether quartz. The block of quartz, which is something we need. So we're going to need like 6 times 5, so we need 30 blocks of quartz, I would have thought. Let's just get you. Yeah. And that's the display stand. We're going to need 5 of them, because one of them gets turned into the Empowerer itself. And they go through aesthetic green blocks, which go through chiseled blocks of quartz, I think. Yeah, and this is aesthetic. Block of quartz goes to aesthetic. An aesthetic green can be made from presumably any. Okay, very odd. Let's actually do that. So let's just put 15 through. Get rid of my lens of color. Okay, that's the aesthetic for the bottom. And is it just going to go through again? Aesthetic green. All of that just says, you know, from chiseled quartz block, but we can make that from, yeah, just one of the chisels. Okay, chiseled quartz. Chiseled quartz block. And you can go in. There we go. So 5 of each should be now be able to be made. We need advanced coils, of course, and I'm going to run out of those, so that's not a big deal. We can make more. Advanced coils. Need these basic coils. And that's easy enough to upgrade now. And that gives us the ability to have 5 display stands, which we can then turn one of them into the Empowerer with that battery. But the battery is, yeah, it never actually tries to insert properly. Well, I thought I'd actually made that. Did I not? Empower? Power, double battery. Single battery? Okay, so we just need some more of the advanced coils. Let's just get 2 of them. And then we can make the single battery. Make the double battery. And then make the empowerer, which never inserts properly. Empowerer. Okay, so we've now got everything we need for that setup, and all you need to do is attach power to, I think, the 4 display stands, or the empower itself. I can't remember which way around it is. I did it in Stone Block recently anyway, and we can put them wherever we like. Well, we need to put a bit of space around them, so I need to build another platform, but we'll probably do that next episode. But you get the idea. They're going to go down something along this sort of lines, whereby, where's the empowerer? There we go. So empowerer goes there, and then this will be something like, you know, this. And we can just attach power. It goes to the 4 outer ones. We can put power underneath and feed in supplies to this. That then lets us make the empowered crystals, the empowered seeds, which then we can use from this stuff, the canola oil, to convert into, which one is it? Is it for the podzol? I think it is the podzol. Yeah, we get the powered oil, pour it onto dirt, and we get podzol. So that will take that one out of the list. So I'll show you that at the start of next episode, because we're approaching the end now. That leaves diamonds, emeralds, with skeleton skulls, and then the whole of Draconic Evolution and Draconium. Although that requires Thaumcraft and Botania, so we got to that early stage. The Draconium comes from you, and you are going to be made somehow. Let me just check. Ah, yeah, it's the crazy recipe. You just turn bricks into Draconium, but you need a dragon head, and that needs infusion crafting from Thaumcraft. And all of this stuff it's surprisingly not a dragon head from the dragon. It's actually made up of all kinds of different stuff. So we're going to get sort of crystallized chorus, which needs the whole same process we've been using for other things. It's like the carpenter and fermenter. It needs diamonds and void metal and zombie brains, which we get from rotten flesh, and that needs to go through composting. And basically all of these ingredients together will then craft us a dragon head, which will then let us get into Draconic Evolution. But that is all Thaumcraft stuff, so we do need to get to Thaumcraft. But before we get to that next episode, maybe we'll go and look at diamonds and emeralds. Diamonds, I've got a clue about. Emeralds, anything worth thinking about? Not looking likely immediately. How are we getting emeralds? Emerald ore, maybe? Emerald ore. We can get it with an orchid, I suppose. And that is Botania, so that is one way of doing it. Although that is just going to be a chance. It's not going to be like just convert stone straight to emeralds, I would have thought. Yeah, any other way to get it? Cast molten emerald? No, it looks pretty... Oh, actually, we can convert... Now I remember reading about this. Basically, the recipes for emerald, you can convert blood, sweat, and tears, or wealth into emeralds, if I remember rightly. So yeah, paper wealth will be converted, which we can get, and there's probably other stuff we can convert over as well. I do remember this. We'll have to cover it in another episode because it's getting to the end of the episode. But wealth, yes, gold, paper, and green, or blood, sweat, and tears to get wealth, essentially. So yeah, you can either use gold to get even more wealth, or blood, sweat, and tears to get wealth. You get the idea. And that lets you get into emeralds then, of course. So we can convert gold straight into gold coins using numismatic press. Wow. And we can probably just use cactus green. We can, and paper. And of course, we've got both of these two able to be made from farms, and we've got gold. So you get the idea. We can get to emeralds fairly easily. Diamond, we're just going to compact a whole bunch of coal. So we'll have to speed up that coke oven. But other than that, we should be fine. With the skeleton skulls isn't too much of a trouble now. And Podzol, again, is probably not going to be too much of a trouble now. So yeah, lots of those we can probably cover all next episode. And then we'll get into Draconium, well, once we craft up the dragon head. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. We've got quite a bit done. We've got the Elven Gateway done. And we've now got the ability to get Terra Steel, and we can make Terra Steel armor and such like that if we want to. And yeah, pretty happy. We got the terrestrial agglomeration plate, second mana setup, the coke oven, and we're pretty much ready to move on. We've got the mushrooms and I've removed the signs from this side. We've got the mushrooms and the mycelium done. Okay. If you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, etc. Or you can follow me on Twitter at Grader, if you want notifications that way, or click the bell in YouTube and you'll get notifications that way. Otherwise, as always, guys, thanks for watching.